Jill Erbach, here with another Hallmark Channel Christmas movie review for you. Today we're going to talk about Hallmark Channel's nod to the beloved classic The Wizard of Oz. It's called If I Only Had Christmas. Let's dive right in. Here's a brief synopsis of the movie. At Christmas, a cheerful publicist teams up with a cynical VP and his eclectic team to help a charity in need. That really gives you nothing, doesn't it? Our hero in the story is William Christie, who stars as William Austin, aka Glenn Goodman. He spends most of the movie being incognito as Glenn Goodman. And he is a reclusive CEO who wants to be a good man. Indeed, he is a good man, but he needs someone to draw that out of him and give him the courage to show it. Enter Candace Cameron Bure, the Hallmark queen who plays Darcy Gale. Are you already picking up on the Wizard of Oz references? Dorothy Gale, Darcy Gale. And in fact, her dog's name? Not Toto, but Bobo. And where is Darcy from? Kansas City, of course. And this Kansas City professional is uptight, efficient, and jittery. And nobody does that better than our Hallmark queen, Candace. So let's talk about our meet cute. William is waiting in a bar in a hotel to meet the candidate to take on his PR. Darcy arrives at the bar to have a drink to settle her nerves before she meets this big guru at the tech company. What's interesting is that when Darcy comes in, William's on the phone, so that's who we're paying attention to. And the camera isn't even fully focused on her yet, but you notice her notice him, like just a brief little checkout. So that attraction is established right away. William doesn't guess that she's his contact, but he does soon figure it out. Meanwhile, she's chatty and flirty and blunt about this curmudgeonly man that she's supposed to meet. So obviously she is mortified and a bit ticked off when she finds out that it's him and he had figured it out sooner and had hidden his true identity from her, just so he could get some more truths about himself. I like it when the meet cutes start the characters off on the totally wrong foot. Just gives them an extra obstacle they gotta get past in order to get to the romance. Let's see how this movie fared with my Hallmark Christmas movie checklist. If you do not have your Hallmark Christmas movie checklist, feel free to click the link in the description below and download your own free copy. Then you can keep track of all the Hallmark elements throughout the movies and we can go through them together. First off, is it a snowy locale? Hallmark likes their snowy locales, and this for sure was. It started in Kansas City and then it moved to Connecticut, so lots of snow. Let's see how many of these traditional Christmas activities were in the movie. Picking out a Christmas tree, no, but decorating the tree, yes. Baking Christmas cookies, yes. There were some charming scenes with Darcy and her family. I really enjoyed those. Slayer carriage ride, Christmas shopping, wrapping presents, but yes, she opened a present and it was the ruby slippers. Okay, dancing shoes, but they were so clearly supposed to be the ruby slippers. Playing in the snow, no, but family dinner. The whole family came over, putting lights on the house, enjoying a cozy hot drink, always. Cooking, baking together, but no ice skating and no gingerbread houses in this one. Community events, there was no carol singing, but the kids did sing. No tree lighting, no Christmas market, no contest, no church, no toy drive, but they did help the needy through this organization, helps teachers and children. And there's a big fundraiser and a dressy holiday event, in this case a gala, and I have something to say about the gala. And none of these acceptable but not needed elements, so we can skip those. Let's talk about my favorite secondary characters. The three characters who were employees of the Emerald Educational Trust were great little characters, and see if you can figure out who they were supposed to be from The Wizard of Oz based on their names. Jackie Crow, Dr. Bridget Tinsley, and Riley Lyons. Maybe not very creative on the names, but it was fun to be able to immediately tie them to Dorothy's friends from the movie, right? Riley Lyons, I just had to say, looked like a cross between Hugh Grant and the actor who played Neville Longbottom in the Harry Potter movies, in like the 7th movie when he was older and handsome. I also have to shout out Darcy's family. They were just charming and supportive, and I loved the parents. They had this cute little relationship. You've got the mom sneaking the dad a marshmallow, and Darcy's like, "Dad, I made you sugar-free hot cocoa." Plus the brothers were named Zeke and Huck, and I said mom, but it was really the stepmom. She was Emma. So are you hearing all those character references to The Wizard of Oz? Wardrobe in the movie. There wasn't a whole lot noteworthy in the wardrobe of this movie, but there were a couple things that stood out. Unfortunately, the first dress that you see Darcy in is this green dress, but it's a work event. Even though it's a celebration, they look like they've obviously come straight from the office. So for her to be wearing a tailored sheath dress where one side was a short sleeve, but then it was completely off the shoulder over here, so this was all bare. Just didn't seem appropriate for a work dress. Not only that, but because this side was so tailored, this side almost looked like they just sort of forgot that half of the dress. So it didn't fit, didn't work for me. The red dress that she wore at the gala, I thought the general style was good, especially the top part and the skirt, especially since she was supposed to dance. But it was an orangey red, and I think that's a harder color to carry off than a red that has more blue undertones, so it wasn't the greatest color. And then it had this sash belt that was kind of tied with one of those kind of slip-through belt buckles, and it just didn't fit with the dress. It wasn't elegant or pretty at all. I did like Dr. Tinsley's burgundy dress and Jackie's green dress that they both wore to the gala. Winona West, hear the name, West, was the CFO, and she was a character we didn't really like, and she wore black the whole movie. So she was obviously the reference to the Wicked Witch. But at the end of the movie, when she has a more positive attitude towards Darcy, and you realize she does have William's best interest at heart, that last scene, she's wearing white. And I like it when they use the wardrobe to represent changes in the character. Here are my nitpicks, gotta keep it real. Early in the movie, Darcy goes to a coffee shop where she meets her boss, and the boss hands her coffee. And then within a minute, Darcy is like chugging the coffee, like literally like as she's reading something. And I just thought, oh my word, woman, that would be scalding your throat right now. Unfortunately, we know Hallmark movie is not known for making their coffee cups look real. There's probably nothing in there. When Darcy went to a bar for that relaxing drink, she ordered a Pinot. And I found myself wondering, was it a Pinot Gris or Pinot Noir? And I imagined a Pinot Gris. He showed up with a Pinot Noir. Maybe I don't order wine at a bar often enough, or when I do, it's not a Pinot, because I thought, how did he know which one to bring her? So Riley is really nervous for this TV interview that he's going to give. And Darcy helps him with his confidence, and then when the news team comes, he gives the interview in a sweatshirt. And I know that they were rehearsing, but earlier he was rehearsing in nicer clothes than a sweatshirt, and I thought there is no way that this guy who was so worried about how he was going to come across on camera would wear a sweatshirt for his television interview. That was a really poor choice. And let's talk about the gala. If you're going to call something a gala, make it amazing. There needs to be lots of people. It needs to be really impressive decorations, and that was just not the case with this one. It was not impressive at all, not deserving of the name gala. And then they had this Christmas pageant that they were going to have at the gala, and the kids sang one song. So that's not a Christmas pageant. And then speaking of the song, that was the same song that Darcy and Riley are supposed to do this great dance to, and it was terrible. And it's because of the song. I mean, we know that Candace can dance. She was on Dancing with the Stars, and she was amazing. So to have her do this kind of cheesy dance to kids singing Jolly Old St. Nicholas, it was kind of cringeworthy and didn't do the kids or Darcy and Riley or the whole premise of this performance any justice. It was pretty bad. Noteworthy though, the Wizard of Oz references throughout, they were fun to look for. We probably tried too hard to look for them, so consequently we spent too much time thinking and trying to make connections, and maybe don't try that hard because it takes you out of the story. But it was fun to see those. Even Darcy's PR firm, Gum PR, was a nod to Judy Garland's real name, Frances Gum. And although it was supposed to be Connecticut, this movie was filmed in Victoria, BC. And I know that because I've been there many times. It's one of my favorite cities. In fact, I have a video tour of it with my mother-in-law that's fun to see. And so to see the streets and Monroe's books and Murchie's and just some fun places in Victoria, not to mention the Empress Hotel, where they filmed some of the interiors, was just really fun to see. My Heartstring Meter, as you know if you watch my videos, is my physical reaction to the emotional strings pulled in the movie. Did I tear up? Did I get a warm glow? And I gotta say my Heartstring Meter on this one was a 1.5. And I can't even point to any moments where I went, oh, but I like The Wizard of Oz. I liked this movie, so there's gotta be some emotional tie in there. But yeah, 1.5. However, Overall rating for the movie was 3.5. This was a solid movie. It was fun to watch. The interplay between Darcy and William was really good. I liked the chemistry between these two characters, and of course all the fun references to the Wizard of Oz. So, what did you think of the movie? Did you love it? Did you find it a disappointment? Was the dance scene as cringeworthy to you as it was to me? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to get notified when I have more reviews, click the subscribe button and that little notification bell, and I will see you on my next review. Bye-bye.